Hi guys, it's Wojciech from Thyroid and Metabolism, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about drinking water and can you drink too much water and how does it influence your metabolism. Now, the short answer is yes, you can drink too much water and it can decrease your metabolism. And I'm not talking about that when you drown, which technically is sort of drinking excessive amount of water. That you're dead and your metabolism is basically really slow down when you're dead. But I'm talking why are you still alive? So I was introduced to this concept of drinking excessive amount of liquids by reading Ray Peat and his article about water. But it was sort of kind of like just kind of interesting stuff that do not that I'm probably why I should be concerned about that. But then I was I was introduced to this concept that you can drink too much liquids. In one of Matt Stone's book, probably it was Eat for Heat, and he said that one of the features of people who are hypothyroid is that they tend to lose excessive amount of certain electrolytes, and especially sodium. So if you're not eating enough salt, which is quite common, and on top of that you drink excessive amount of liquids, then you might be that it will most likely reduce your metabolism. Especially if you are under some sort of stress, and being slightly hypothyroid, basically it will just kind of make it worse if you don't eat enough salt and drink too much. So I decided to try it, and my results when I decided, okay, I'm going to eat a little bit more salt and drink a little bit less water. And what I mean by drinking less water is basically, or not, what I mean by not drinking too much water. What I basically mean is that you should not drink when you're not thirsty. It seems like a common sense, but a lot of people drink, myself included, we're drinking for different reasons, reasons different than just because we were thirsty. You could drink for social reasons. You could drink because you are bored. For example, myself, when I was I had this routine that in the morning I drink coffee. I drank big pot of fruit and herbal tea. Like rooibos, rose hips, tea, and healthy stuff. What I was thinking, it's healthy stuff. So I kind of had this routine that pretty much first thing in the morning, what I did is just drink a lot of liquids, and so I decided to ditch the herbal tea, and the result were, nothing short of spectacular. Pretty much in one day, in the morning when I stopped doing that and not drinking, this fruit tea, and also not drinking a cup of water when I was just maybe, when I was working in front of a computer. So when I wanted to have a break, like sort of excuse for having a break, so I would get up and maybe get a glass of water. So when I stopped doing that, and again, it pretty much took me one day. I know it will sound like almost unbelievable, but my allergy that I had since childhood, it basically stopped. And I was treating this allergy for many years. Spent tons of money on different treatment and stuff like that. But when I just limited amount of liquids that I was taking, I stopped a bad habit of overhydrating myself. So when I did that, it basically my allergy stopped. It sounds like very, very like maybe difficult to believe. I mean, I would myself doubt it, but that's what happened. And now, what I also noticed that my temperature, like during the day, uh, you know, I was taking natural during that time. I was taking natural desiccated thyroid, for almost a year at the time, which was in August 2015. So, when I stopped drinking too much, my temperature rose from during the day, yeah, during the day from 36.6 to 37 degrees Celsius. And what's interesting, I basically couldn't raise my before I had really problems with raising my temperature to that 36 degrees range, even if I taken more T3 synthetic T3, more natural desiccated thyroid. I mean, my temperature didn't go up as much. But just limiting amount of water I drink, or liquids basically. It had a profound effect on me. So, within a day, I could stop taking. I was taking medicine for hay fever and kind of like asthma. I almost had asthma sort of symptoms, problem breathing. So I was taking Claritin and Zyrtec, like one maybe in the morning this and in the evening that, but it was helping just a little bit. But this thing, like not drinking too much water, healthy stuff, you might think, that might basically, and increasing salt consumption, um, you know, it cured me from allergies, and it had a really profound effect on me. So that really did work well for me, and I recommend you try it as well. Yeah. And again, I will repeat, what does it mean excess amount of liquids? Basically, you should not drink when you're not thirsty. Before you drink, you should ask yourself, hey, am I thirsty, or I'm doing it for, because I'm bored or whatever. So yeah, that's it. And one thing that might help you is I got this from also from Matt Stone's book, is basically add, let's call it, nutrient density to your drinks. So instead of, for example, drinking plain water, drink water with sugar, or honey, or and a little bit of salt, and that help a lot of people. This small thing, because sugar and salt are very anti-stressful substances. They are decreasing level of stress hormones like cortisol, like adrenaline and stuff like that. Sugar the same. It lowers cortisol. So that thing helped a lot of people, not only me, but it, especially if you're hypothyroid and you take some medicine for hypothyroidism, like natural desiccated thyroid. There's mine, TR thyroid. So yeah, it just basically make things work smoothly, and it really did work for me. Okay, thank you for watching this video. If you like it, and I guess you did, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and give the video a thumbs up. And I see you guys soon.